How's it going, everyone? It's GriimYT here. Welcome back to a brand new video. Today, as you can see on your screen, I'm going to be reacting to the new single from Getter and SVDDEN Death called Unorthodox. Now, this song, obviously, I'm very excited for because it features two of my favorite dubstep artists ever. Also, because it's a very unexpected collaboration between these two. I guess it kind of makes sense, you know, Getter and SVDDEN Death always have their little niche carved down bass music, so for them to come together, I think it kind of is, you know, it's like only a matter of time. However, the real reason I'm also reacting to this and not just listening to it is because I've seen a few videos talking about this song. One from Code Pandorum, one from Naughty Step, Connor Whitmore, and probably some other ones. Maybe there's just a general consensus about this, but the people that I saw, like those videos I mentioned, apparently the song is very underwhelming, and that's something that I was very surprised about because these two are very creative in their own regards with music. So if this track really is something like that, then I'm very curious to hear why or what that is like. So that's why I wanted to react to it and see if maybe I have the same opinion, maybe there's something that I hear that they don't, or maybe there's something that I agree with. I'm like, yeah, you know, for them to come together like this, I don't know. So that's why I wanted to react to it. So yeah, we're going to react to the song, so let's take a listen. Art's insane, by the way. This art's insane. Pretty cool intro so far. I'm really liking it. Cool sounds. Stuff happening in the background's pretty nice. Okay. You kind of hear the influence from both of them, you know? I think it's pretty interesting. This was really unexpected. I've never heard that, you know, part before. I've heard the beginning, obviously, so I kind of know it, but wow. Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I don't know if I really agree with the opinions on this one. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know, honestly. Okay, so I just gave it a couple more listens, like the drops and stuff. And so overall, what do I think? Well, do I think it is like a masterpiece? I'm mind blown. I'm like, you know, going insane how good it is. Not really. And maybe that's why everyone's saying it's a little underwhelming, or at least, you know, the videos I've seen it saying it's underwhelming is because people are expecting this like mind-numbing crazy tune where you're like, whoa, what is happening? Like it's all over the place. It's insane. I think this was more so, I mean, listen, this could be the first collaboration between Getter and SVDDEN Death, you know? This could be their first track, and they could have another 3 that they wrote, and this is the only one they decided to release, you know? So I think this is more so a tester of how their styles and their ideas of music mesh together, rather than like creating the craziest, most insane song they can, because if they went all out, I think it would be insane. I think this was more so them saying, let's test the waters, see how our sounds kind of come together, what ideas work and what ideas don't that we have. And I think that's what they decided to do here. So do I think it's underwhelming? Maybe not as much as everyone else. I mean, I think, is it like as insane as I probably would have expected? Not really, but I certainly don't think it's a bad song. I certainly don't think that it's, you know, a complete waste of time, or like, why did this need to come out? Why did this exist? These guys have probably been friends for a long time, and they probably known each other for a long time. So I think it's only fitting that they kind of, you know, made a song together. And they both, like I said, they have as the title says, they have unorthodox styles of music. So I think them coming together and creating this, you know, kind of makes sense in a way. So I think it's totally fine. And I think it is actually very cool. The second drop definitely is a nice surprise. I thought the first drop, it was cool. And I think maybe people were expecting more heaviness and more going on, but it was just kind of more like like I said, it felt more like a trap song than dubstep. So I think that's kind of what they went for. And then maybe like if they do another collaboration, that's when they'll go all out and make it like a crazy, heavy, insane song. Because both of them do have a lot of metal influences in their music. SVDDEN Death, obviously, with YVM3 and Nimd and all those guys. But Getter even, like, going to, like, projects like Some Creature, for example, like Leap of Faith and stuff like that, Colorblind. Like, he's used metal influences in his songs, like Bury Me, which has, like, you know, Ghostmane, who's probably like one of those metal rappers. So like, he's done stuff that's like, you know, metal inspired. So they both have that kind of flavor too. So maybe people are expecting that as well. Like I said, people were probably expecting way more from Getter and SVDDEN Death, and what they delivered is just a really cool song that they made together. So I think it's fine. I think that's, if that's what they want to make, obviously, then that's cool. And I think that the song works, definitely. So, I mean, could it have more going on? Could it be more, you know, of a crazy idea? Yes. But I think it works really well. And for what they went for, I think it is pretty good. So, but that's just my opinion, obviously. If you guys listen to it, let me know what you thought in the comments. What do you guys think about it? And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to check the song out. It's really, really good, actually. I do really like it. So I think it's pretty good. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you later. Peace.